A lunch or a dinner idea, beef gravy or sauce with rice or mashed potato is on the inspirational menu for today. So I'm going to start with cutting the beef meat into thin, about half an inch or something like that, very thin. And when you cut the meat thinly, it helps the meat to cook very, very quick because the sauce or this gravy isn't going to be on fire for long, and also you can chew it very fast. So I'll set it aside when I'm done cutting and then proceed to making the sauce. In this bowl, I'll add in some dark soy sauce, about 1 tablespoon of it. Then I'll follow with some wine. Do not worry if the wine is cheap or expensive. Wine is wine. So I'm going to pour about 1/3 cup of the wine into the soy sauce, and then I added in light soy sauce also, and then I'll mix it very well. Now at this point, a little salt goes in and then a good mix is initiated. Once I'm done with the mixing, I'll add in the meat and give it a thorough mix. Time to mix it. So I'm going to make sure all the meat gets coated with the sauce that I made. So after I'm done mixing this meat, I'll marinate the meat for about 2 hours on the counter, but you can put it in the refrigerator to marinate. Now I add in a bit, like half teaspoon of brown sugar, and then give it a mix once more. So as I said, I am going to marinate this for the sauce to penetrate into the the meat very well. So I'll close it and then set it aside. Now the other ingredient needs to be prepped whilst our meat is marinating, and I have washed all the vegetables. The kind of vegetables you would want to use actually depends on you, but then paprika and spring onions together with some carrots makes this sauce very, very delicious. So I deseed all the paprika and then cut it into medium chunks. Now the carrots, so I peel, I make sure the outer part of it is gone, and then I cut it into the sizes and the shapes that I want. Now you can cut it into any shapes or any sizes at all that you want. So feel free and play around with the cutting. Now I'm going to be making use of some spring onions, which I'll cut into smaller pieces, and then set all these vegetables aside. Now, to start with the preparation, in this pan, I'll add some oil, and the oil can be any type of oil that you prefer. I'll leave the oil on the fire for some time for it to be very hot. Now, once it gets hot, I'm going to add in all the meats. Whilst I am adding the meat to the pan and the oil, let me take this opportunity to welcome you all to this channel. If you are hearing my voice for the first time or you are watching my video for the first time, my name is Yamikash, and on this channel we do food inspirational videos, be it Ghanaian, Nigerian, in fact all over the world. So subscribe after watching 2 or 3 or more videos on this channel and you are certain that yes, you want to be here. Okay, now I give this a mix and then add in some seasoning powder. You can use stock cube at this point, and then give it a very good mix. 4 minutes now, and you can see how our meat is looking very beautiful. Now I'll add in some tomato paste, and I'm using the smaller size of the tomato paste. I'll add everything to it and add one piece of tomato. I actually cut it into smaller pieces, and then I'll give this a very good mix. Now to thicken our gravy, I mixed about 1 tablespoon of potato starch with half cup of water, and then add it to the meat. Now I'll give it a very good stir, and as you know, it is going to thicken it, and I don't want a very thick gravy or sauce, so I will add in more water. So the addition of the water will not only lighten up the sauce or the gravy, but also helps to cook the tomato paste, the tomato, that's the fresh tomato, and the meat. So I added in a little bit of salt to it, and then once again I am going to add in some water to it and cover it to cook for about 10 minutes. So yummy. It is about 12 minutes now because I was actually doing certain things, you know. Now I give it a very good stir and once again cover it to cook. So it's been some time now. I cannot tell the exact minute because I did not look at my time. Now I'll add in some coconut milk, which is totally optional. I had it when I was doing an ice cream recipe. Now I am going to link that ice cream recipe and other recipes down in the description. I will cover it for about 2 minutes. Now time to add in the vegetables, and the carrots is the first thing to add because it takes quite some time to cook, and the onions too. It is not everyone who likes or who loves the taste and the scent of fresh onions. Now I'm going to give this a very good stir, and once again cover this for just a minute on a medium heat. Now back to the gravy. You can see we are already having a very sumptuous gravy. I will add in the paprikas and once again give this a very good and a gentle stir. You can see my rice is already on fire and I can't wait. Now I'm going to cover this for just a minute. Okay, yummies. You can see everything is looking like sister code, sister Fia. When you see my back, when you see my bow, now I added in some spring onions. Give this a very good mix. You can see the colors are very vibrant, and I bet you it tastes very good. Now I take one meat and taste, cover it for about a minute, and oh my god, oh my love, thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you do try your hands at home, and always remember to do everything in love. Whenever you think food, think yummy cash. Choose